Cancer, hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a reading for January 31st until February the 6th. And because Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I am going to be doing love readings for this week and next week. So a little bit different, but still a fairly familiar format for you from me. As always, these are general readings, so they might not resonate with all of you. I do invite you to take that which is for you and leave everything else behind to get into your highest vibes. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. It would mean so much to me. I put new videos out every single week. And if this reading does resonate for you, please leave me a big thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. Okay, overall energy for you this reading is the Five of Swords here, Cancer. Feeling a little bit stressed out right now. Maybe dealing with some negativity in the relationship, dealing with some tension or things being left unsaid in your bond right now. We'll do some clarifying on that. For you in this connection, we have the Queen of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Tower. So something happening for you very recently, Cancer, that has created a shift in how you're viewing the relationship or viewing yourself within the relationship. I think that this shift has you feeling maybe a little bit more confident in your day-to-day life, feeling a little bit more kind of willing to just put yourself out there. It's almost like you've had an aha moment relating to how you view yourself. But as a result, it's almost as if you're now like challenging your partner on a lot of things. You're like going toe to toe with them on a bunch of stuff. And I get the energy that like it may be playful. You may be trying to like fight playfully with your partner, but I'm not sure if they are seeing it that way. They may be seeing it a little bit more like you are making fun of them or trying to corner them in some sort of way. It's an interesting vibe, especially for a Cancer who are like, you are all so super nurturing to the people that you love. It's very interesting, very protective. For your partner's energy right now, we have the Eight of Swords, or maybe not your partner. Okay, there's actually, honestly, this may be a crushed situation. I don't know if we're living in relationship territory just yet. It may be a budding relationship. You may already have some kind of like back and forth. So this Tower moment for you may just be like learning that this person has interest in you and that shifting how you're interacting with them. Do you know what I mean? For their energy here, we have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. This person, whoever you kind of have your eye on right now or who you're energetically tied to, is doing a lot of work on themselves right now. They're spending a lot of time, I think, just with themselves, trying to better understand themselves. I think they're working on healing through some past trauma at this point in time. With this Eight of Swords and Four of Cups energy here, it's like they were feeling really trapped. They were feeling cornered. They weren't really sure where they could go. And they're having a hard time letting go of that feeling. That maybe they're associating relationships with a confinement that they're not necessarily comfortable with. And so because they're fixating on that healing and that trauma that they endured, I don't know if you have been like presenting yourself to them as a viable dating option, they may not have been picking up on it because their focus has been on dealing with their own stuff. So if you've been sort of subtly trying to present yourself to this person, it's possible they haven't even been picking up on it, just totally oblivious because they're in their own world. For the connection, though, we have the Hanged Man, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So there is an opportunity here for this connection to blossom into something that could be stable and lasting, a very grounded and sort of humble relationship. I think it's going to be one that comes out of trusted endurance, if that makes any sense. This person and you may have sort of a relationship already. Maybe you have a friendship, maybe you are coworkers, maybe you're part of a similar group, so you have time around one another. So it's almost as if by being around each other, that's creating a bit of safety in the bond, and that is what's going to eventually open up to a realization of the feelings you may have for one another, and maybe one of you coming forward and presenting your heart to the other person. But I think right now, and with this, sorry, my nose is always itchy when we do these videos. Why? With the Five of Swords energy here, there may be some tension for you just because you're not really sure what they're feeling, or if they have interest, or if they would have interest. And they're also just so fixated on other things that they're not even registering. Okay, so don't let this consume you. Let's do some clarifying. We'll start with clarifying that Five of Swords and the overall energy. Page of Emotions, Queen of Voices, Knight of Inspiration. Yeah, okay, so for me, Cancer, this really feels like you want to say something to this person. You want to tell them how you're feeling about them, or that you have a crush on them, or maybe just that you want to like hook up. I don't know. There's definitely a bit of kind of passionate energy going on here. But it's like every time you get close to telling them, you like chicken out and run away. So I'm interested to see how we clarify your cards here, that maybe you're going to have like that bit of confidence just come in to be able to present yourself to this person. Remember, here we are down here, presenting the love. I think also you perhaps are fearful that there is somebody else that this person has their eye on, or maybe that they're not healed from their last relationship, and you're like concerned about coming in and messing up that dynamic. There's definitely multiple energies here, as in energies of multiple people. Let's take a look at you in this connection at the Tower. Ooh, the Lovers, the Ace of Emotions, and the Hanged Muse again. Yeah, I think Cancer, maybe this is a person that you have in your life who you're like teasing all the time and you're joking with all the time, but you weren't even necessarily considering that you had romantic interest. It was kind of like this person that you like to, you know, just bother and hang out with and tease and have around. And I think there's going to be a realization here that like, oh no, I actually like have feelings and I want to share them. I mean, the Lovers coming up here, Lovers is the soulmate card, also traditionally the choice card. So that coming up with the Ace of Materials and the Hanged Muse, it's like you're recognizing that you have feelings for this person, that it's not just this like teasing situation. But I think you're like waiting for the right time. I think you're feeling unsure about when it's appropriate to talk about it, because you want to see if they have that interest. Remember, it's like you keep chickening out when you try and talk about it, because it was sort of like a surprise to you when you had the revelation yourself. Let's take a look for them here at this Eight of Swords. I'm the worst. Okay. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords. The Hierophant, the Seven of Materials, and the Page of Materials. Okay. So maybe this person is not necessarily feeling all of these things towards their last romantic relationship. I think they're dealing with a workplace stress. Like they're trying to advance themselves in their career, but they're feeling like they're stuck and not moving forward, and they've been giving all of their energy just to like figuring out how they can advance themselves, and give themselves a little bit more home security. I think this is someone who just like hasn't been focused on love. They're just too focused, feeling like I'm not making enough money, I'm not saving enough money, I don't have the status that I'm looking for at work, I don't have the position I wanted to have at work. And so they're not, I think this person's just oblivious, you know? You may have to really come forward and beat them over the head with it. Let's look at this Four of Cups for them as well. Ten of Emotions, the Wheel, and the Seven of Voices. Yeah, this person really does want to find their happiness. They want to find their prosperity path, that way forward, where they're going to feel really fulfilled. I definitely get that energy that like part of this like lack of fulfillment with their life is coming from not feeling like they have anything to invest in long term. And they're looking at it as like, I don't have a career I can invest in long term, but they're not thinking about it as I don't have a person that's in my corner for long term, okay? And I think this person deals with a lot of like imposter syndrome, a lot of negative self-talk, just because they're not where they want to be just yet, but they also don't really seem to know exactly where they want to be. They just know they don't want to be where they are. So does this sound like someone in your life? They just are fully not paying attention to anything other than trying to figure out how they can get to a place where they're feeling really good and happy and confident, and they're working on that. So again, if you have feelings for them, you may just have to like present it to them, because they're not even like thinking about it. So they may have feelings, they may recognize they have feelings once it's kind of in their face. Let's take a look down here at this Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Emotions, Seven of Inspiration, and the Page of Inspiration. Yeah, I think the opportunity exists for the two of you to come together, Cancer, certainly. And I think it's going to feel very fulfilling for both of you. I think it's going to really feel like a strong fit. You're both going to be feeling kind of like maybe shy at first, but like really physically attracted to one another for sure. And it's like you're going to put yourselves in a little bubble together where you can take care of one another and nurture one another, and really feel like you can get aligned on the direction you're both looking to move in and support each other into that. We'll look at this Page of Cups too. Awakening, the Six of Materials, and the Moon. Yeah, there needs to be a revelation here. If you have recognized that you have feelings for this person, Cancer, by taking that information and making it known, you are going to generate the shift here. And this person, I think, is also going to like recognize that they've been holding on to feelings for you. They just haven't been focused on it. So they didn't have that realization yet like you did. Because remember, for you, it's going to be almost like, whoa, I didn't even think I like them like that. But you do. And by bringing that to light, you're putting yourself in a position where you both now have the opportunity to try and put yourselves into the relationship and give to one another and see where that can go. It's cute. It's a cute little crush. All right, let's take one last message from universe for you here. Whoops. Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So both of you or one of you have some letting go that you need to do before this is going to be able to work out well. And I get that there's definitely energy on their side of really working to protect their own energy and get themselves into a good place. And I think that you both need to just be aware of those things and be willing to work on them together. Or if you already feel like you're in a position that you already feel very secure with yourself, part of the process of loving this person or coming into a relationship with this person is going to be in supporting them of getting to that same place. So I wish you the best of luck with your crush here, Cancer, and share how you feel, because you never know what's going to come back. I hope this is helpful, and we'll see you next week.